Hey, what is up, guys? CSGN here, back again, once again. I just stole that from someone. With our Tennessee Titans rebuild, and you see we lose to the Carolina Panthers 42-24. And I have to go see what exactly happened in that game for us to lose like that. You see here, I'm not force winning anything. I don't think I did. Hold on. No, I wasn't force winning anything. It just said that on the bye week for some reason, and I freaked out. I was like, what? No, there's no way I was forced. I didn't set that to anything to force one. Either way, Mariota actually played a really productive game. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Once again, like I said last episode, we don't have a run game, or at least a consistent one. So that's somewhat disappointing to see, is that we just can't run the football whatsoever. Receiving, Adam Humphries led the way, 116 yards, 1 touchdown. Delaney Walker, 5 receptions, 53 yards, and 2 touchdown receptions for him. And that's about all the production we had. Blocking. Juan, we need to get that boy back on them steroids, man, because he can't block too much this year. And then no sacks whatsoever. 0 sacks. So when we lose games, that's why. We get an upgrade here for Rashaan Evans. Rashaan with 2 A's. And that goes to field general. And then we take a look here. I know they drafted Jeffrey Simmons, but some of the other pieces on this defense, a little bit older. And, should always be doing your due diligence. And you can never have enough edge rushers and guys that can get to the quarterback. Because apparently this team definitely needs help with that. Because we just don't have it. So we're going to simulate this Kansas City game. Let's see how we do here, and we lose that one. So our lead in the AFC South is quickly dissolving, and we have an injury, and that is Dion Lewis with a broken collarbone, the dreaded broken collarbones in Madden. Then we get an upgrade for Delaney Walker, who I am expecting big regression from. That's how it is in Madden this year. Regression is brutal no matter how well a player plays. Dion Lewis, he gets an upgrade the week he breaks his collarbone. That's awesome. Because he is definitely, for me, I think, emerged as the better back than Derrick Henry, but the issue is he's a bit older. So, yeah, Austin Johnson, run stopper upgrade. Give him that. And then take a look here at this Kansas City game. We lost 28-21. Mariota once again played really nice, but look at that, 4 sacks compared to the 1 on Mahomes. We just couldn't get to him. And, we somewhat kept him in check, even though he had 3 touchdowns, only 196 yards. So it wasn't like he was passing it all over for us, getting these big yards or anything like that. Once again, our run game, nothing at all with our run game. And Tyreek Hill, 6 receptions, 95 yards, 1 touchdown. And then Taywan Taylor and Adam Humphries also having touchdown receiving. So did Dion Lewis. And that injury sucks, because that's really gonna, it's gonna be now. Before it was running back by committee, and now it's straight up. It's on Derrick Henry to make plays for us once again. Only 1 sack. Only 1 sack for the entire game. And no interceptions, I don't think. Obviously no interceptions and no fumbles. So, yeah. Take a look here at some right ends as well. And this is a custom draft class, but I think I edited the way someone looked or something like that. And so now I don't get that glitch where everyone's a first round talent. We offer Mariota, going down the contract negotiations, a $110 million contract. He says, screw you. So, buddy, we're 5-5 and you're asking for $129 million. Like, seriously? So, I don't know. Either way, we come in here, we're playing the Jags. And early on in this game, I'm sort of letting the CPU do its thing. I'm trying to stay out of it. because I want to see, is Mariota that guy? We eventually come in and Mariota makes this nice pass. Here I try to leap over a guy. That just never works for me, ever. I don't think I've ever had that work out for me. I always get upended and flipped around. Never had it really work too well. So here's Mariota trying to run. This game was really weird because I felt like I just couldn't run with the quarterbacks at all. It was just really weird. Either way, Derrick Henry, this is like the weirdest run. He has these weird runs like that where like guys should be bringing him down, but he somewhat battles through it, but he's just slow is the only way I can put it. Then we get a nice suction tackle there. And yeah, 2nd and inches, 3rd and inches. We hand it back off to Henry and he gets brought down. He doesn't have that speed, that burst that you like. So here we are, 1st and goal. I had a guy open, but I said I just take off with it because I don't trust Mariota fully. I'm really indifferent on the guy. So we tie the game back up. They retake the lead with a field goal. And then we on the run here. This is a really nice throw and catch, but Davis just couldn't keep his feet in bound, couldn't drag the toes. So we end up having to settle for a field goal to retie the game up. And that's pretty nice. We retie it up. We're 10-10, 13-13. And no one can get into the end zone here. So we come back out 3rd and 2 here. Mariota looking. And we sort of overthrow. I know I had another guy open, but I wanted to get that touchdown to really, I think, put that game away because it's like Nick Foles. They only have 13 points. So we'll settle for the field goal. And then we're going to move on here. We get another field goal, making it 19-13. And then they get the ball back. So they can march on the field and get a touchdown and take the lead. So here we are, 2nd and 7 now. Big D Nick. We finally get a sack. We get a fumble, but we can't recover it. So they end up having it 3rd and 19. And, you know, Big D Nick lofts one up in the air, goes up for his man, and he can't come down with it. Great defense, knocks it away. 4th and 19 now. And then here is Big D Nick again, and I believe that is D.D. Westbrook. No, that's someone else. Excuse me, I was about to sing the praises of D.D. Westbrook, but they don't have the names under them, so it's tough to remember. And then I play some terrible user defense, no easy reads for me. I'm just not good with that stuff. 2nd and 1 now, 22 seconds left. Nick Foles running around, he doesn't know what he's doing, and we finally get another sack. And then we come back again, 3rd and 10. Foles having to throw this one towards the end zone, almost picked. I'm surprised nobody recaught that football. The CPU always seems to get those tip passes. Like the CPU just has tip drill on point, and we end up tackling him. They can't get the ball snapped, and we end up winning this game 19-13. That's a really nice victory. Mariota 57% completion, not the prettiest, and Foles 299 yards. We come now, take a look here at these stats. Nick Foles 23 of 32, 1 touchdown. Mariota 23 of 40, 237 yards, no touchdowns, and an interception that I didn't throw. Derrick Henry had a nice game finally, no touchdowns though. Kept Leonard Fournette in check though, so that's a plus. All those other runs, those are from like RPOs, I believe, that are getting counted as runs. I don't know if that's correct, I could be wrong. And here's that. That's just not a pretty stat sheet at all. You know, he only gave up 3 sacks. So Conklin, that's his first sack he's given up in a little bit. And then we got to the quarterback, 2 for Casey, 1.5 for Landry, and very nice. So Jarrell Casey gets another upgrade, and I don't know, I guess he got superstar, I don't know. I can't remember if he had that before, but the game prompted and told me about that. And with him, I want him to be able to get to the quarterback a little bit more, so we're going to go with power rusher here. Give him that. That'll probably be the last upgrade he gets. He's already 29, so yeah. And here's a look at the AFC playoff picture. We're 6-5. The Colts are 7-4, and looking at this right now, the only way I think we make the playoffs is if we win the AFC South. I just don't think we're gonna be able to get a wild card. I just don't see that. So we come in here, we're playing the Colts 7-4, as we are 6-5, and we pick up a first down there. 3rd and 7 now. Mariota stepping back. They still have Andrew Luck. I should remind everyone of that. Adam Humphries able to make that catch. 2nd and 5 now. Mariota looking. And this is where like things just went nuts. Like I tried running and like he wouldn't run. Like it felt like it was delayed. So I don't know what that's about. 3rd and 19. We almost fumbled the football, but our lineman steps on it. I try for a deep shot here to Brown, and we're not able to get it. So that sucked. So we end up having to settle for a field goal, which we had wind at our back inside Lucas Oil Field. I don't know if it gets too windy in there. I don't know. Could they open that place? I don't know. Either way, another scenario. Touchdown to Corey Davis. And that is going to give us the lead, making it 10-7. And so 10-10 here. And I decided to play this moment. We come in on a 3rd and inches here. Hand it off to Derrick Henry. We can't get it. And this is where I decided to override the game a bit. We come right back on 4th and 3. We need this win badly to really stay in playoff contention. And we get another touchdown to Corey Davis, his 2nd of the day. They do that same team celebration that everyone does. Used to be unique ones, and either way, after that we go up 17-10 and then 24-10, and then we basically just start blowing them out, and 31-10, and it's just a really good game for us. And we end up beating them. We end up beating the Colts 34-17, and we end up keeping the Colts right within our grasps if we want to win the AFC South. Andrew Luck, not his best game. 1 touchdown to 2 interceptions. Marcus Mariota, great game. Stepped up in a big moment. 4 touchdowns, no turnovers. Derrick Henry had a nice game. 23 attempts for 94 yards. No rushing touchdowns at all for us. Corey Davis, a few yards short of 100 yards receiving, but 2 touchdowns. 2 receiving touchdowns for Derrick Henry as well. And no receptions for A.J. Brown, which is a little disappointing. And blocking held up. Only Ben Jones gave up a sack. And only 1 sack on the day, but we didn't need too many because we were apparently getting interceptions from our 2 best defensive backs, and Kevin Byard and Adoree Jackson. So that is very nice. And so after that, we come out of here. We got some upgrades here for Derrick Henry. And with him, I have no idea where to go with this guy, really. Could go with elusive back, but we just go with power back because that's what he is. So +2 awareness, +2 stiff arm. That's pretty nice. And Taylor Lewan gets an upgrade. And boy, no Taylor Lewan scan. Anyway, go here. Pass protector, pass block power, +3. That's pretty nice. And our rookie Jeffrey Simmons, like I said, torn ACL. Not going to see him at all this year. And we are going to go ahead, and I think for him, we are going to give him Power Rusher. And that'll make him a scheme fit as well, so he'll get extra XP as he continues to rehab and get ready for next season. So next game is the Raiders, and we're going to simulate that to see how things go. Do we beat John Gruden and the Raiders? We do. We beat them 31-15. So that is very nice. Get another victory. Mariota, he played nice, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Carr, we had 2 interceptions on him. So that's really good. Derrick Henry, 86 yards. Rushing, and I believe Alex Barnes was the only guy to have a rushing touchdown, which is a little weird. Corey Davis, 2 receiving touchdowns. And Jonnu Smith, I believe is how you pronounce that, had a touchdown himself. Blocking held up pretty nicely. And then no sacks. Yes, we did have some sacks. A bunch of them, actually. So that's really good. And we were able to have a couple interceptions as well on Carr. So we simulate another game here against the Texans. How do we do in this one? And we lose that one, 21-17. We now fall to 8-6, and the Colts are 8-6. And so it's not the worst thing in the world because we beat the Colts twice. So if we finish with the same record as the Colts, we will win the AFC South and we will make the playoffs. And Mariota, a average day. I would say that's an alright day for Mariota. His rushing attack just gave him nothing. 54 yards. Just, And then we signed Samaj Perine. Felt that was a good signing. Bring him in. We need some depth at that position. And then just not much else from anyone else. Tawan Taylor with the lone reception. Conklin, Davis giving up sacks. And then defensively, did we get any sacks? I think I just saw. We got nothing. So once again, we don't get to the quarterback, we likely don't win. So when we come back in the next episode, we are going to welcome the Saints to Nissan Stadium. And if, get a win there, improve to 9-6, pay attention to what the Colts are doing, and then likely that game where we have to travel to, I believe, Reliant, or is it NRG? I don't know. We'll have to travel to Houston. Oh, I'm up here almost puking. You have to travel to Houston, take on Jadeveon Clowney and JJ Watt. So they still have those two guys on that team. First time playing Jadeveon Clowney, so I have no clue if he's still cheesy. I don't know if he's still this guy that gets amazing pass rush and then locks up your best receiver. So I don't know. Either way, I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you guys are enjoying this Tennessee Titans franchise and a rebuild franchise, whatever you want to call it. And I want to thank you guys for watching this, and should have news on the next franchise that we're going to be doing soon. I'm just waiting on the official roster updates. I want to get the official rosters with the proper picks and all that stuff, and then we will rock and roll from there. And either way, I want to thank you guys for watching this, and I will see you next time. Peace.